Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ryan, and in the spirit of spooky season, I am a pumpkin, and I have ghosts. We're going to talk about Nintendo's new OLED Switch model, and honestly, I mean, it's not a great name for the console. It's literally Nintendo Switch OLED Model, but to be honest, don't sleep on this console. It is a fantastic console. The big thing, obviously, is right there in the title, and it's the OLED screen. 720p. You won't care if it's in handheld mode. I've been obsessively going from title to title, things like Breath of the Wild, various Mario titles, and a few free titles like Vigor and Warframe. They've all looked absolutely fantastic. The color, the clarity, the brightness, everything is just amazing with this console, and they improved the sound quality too. So not only are your eyes getting a treat, but your ears are too. Compared it to my launch day Switch, and the sound on that one was kind of hollow, whereas with the new one, you were getting far more just oomph with the sound, and that is absolutely fantastic. I was a little concerned about where we would be seeing the battery life. I mean, you should know by now that that's something that is absolutely huge for me. Nintendo was saying it should be comparable to your previous Switches, at least for the most recent, you know, the neon red blue ones. I would say it's fairly close, albeit because it's an OLED display. And it's Nintendo, you don't get a lot of black space, so that whole screen is using up a lot of energy. To be totally honest, it's still pretty good. It's very, very close in terms of energy consumption. Just make sure that if you're taking this on a roadie with you, that you're absolutely bringing a USB-C charger. That display does bring me to a little concern that I have, and that's going to be the potential for burn-in, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, especially if you're taking a look at retro titles. Like, let's say you're a Nintendo Online subscriber and you were playing things like anything from the NES to this SNES. They tend to have that little border around the side to help crop everything, and we'll have to wait and see how that looks overall. Honestly, I don't spend too much time on those titles, albeit when the N64 online side of things gets launched, I'm going to be all over that like white on rice. And I'm really, really excited, even just for the titles that they've already confirmed and the potential titles that are going to be coming down the road. I'm probably going to be picking up one of those N64 controllers, though. I'm really hoping that it's going to be a little bit more rigid than the ones from when I was a child, because honestly, I went through a few of those, but to that point, the new Joy-Cons that you're getting with the OLED Switch model, that was a terrible segue, but we're going to move in with it. You might remember, your day one Switch, the rails were kind of loose, a little wibbly wobbly. You don't get that on the new OLED model. They are on there snug, and they're actually really, really good. Now, I would say that if you already own a Switch, unless you were an absolute gaming or even a Nintendo fanatic, this one might not necessarily be for you. I wouldn't recommend going out, buying an extra one or another one or what have you, unless you intend on selling your current one, in which case then yeah, it's probably worth it. But if you don't have a Switch and you've been kind of waiting for that next iteration, as a lot of gaming manufacturers tend to do with their consoles a couple of years down the road, for the love of God, get this console. This is absolutely fantastic. I've had a hard time putting it down. I'm a 34-year-old man, and I can't put a Nintendo Switch down. You know what? Never mind. We're getting off topic here. Did you get yourself a Nintendo Switch OLED model, or do you already have one? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this type of content, either gaming or mobile stuff, do me a favor, consider subscribing. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. All right, you take care. I'll see you in the next one.